sentence using na merita.
Na merita.
Before making sentence, do you know what is na merita?
It's the tenses.
The
Tenses.
tenses?
Yes.
Okay. So na, which tense?
Okay, I'm done.
Present.
Na,
Not present.
Present.
me.
Perfect.
What is me?
Perfect. Have.
Perfect.
Have.
Yes.
Perfect.
And li,
Past.
Past.
past. Ka,
Future.
future. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. So can you think about make sentence, very, very short sentences using these tenses for, because Swahili have only this kind of tense. Na merita. So na merita, as you say, present, perfect tense, past, and future. Think about how to use these tenses in different contexts, in different in Swahili. You can write somewhere and then you tell me. Just think first. I will give you paper and you will write your full sentence, whatever, in plural or in singular, whatever you like. You can just write. You will write here number one, number two, number
Okay.
your sentences. Because, yeah.
I'll write on the paper.
Yeah, write in the down the
Okay.
paper using the namerita.
Each one sentence.
One sentence.
Yeah, whatever you can. You can write like na merita. Each one can have one
Okay,
sentence
sure.
in singular or in plural, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and not very long. Just whatever how you feel. If you want to make it long, it's okay. Short, okay.
May I see my handout?
It's fine. I know you need this, John. Finish?
Mm-mm.
Not yet? Marian finished?
Yes.
Umemaliza?
Nimemaliza.
Okay. John, bado? Bado? Umemaliza au bado? Bado is not yet.
Oh, bado.
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 Okay.
Bado,
Sawa.
Bado, bado.
Bado. Don't make it very long, just something very short. You want just to remember.
Make some meaning. Some meaning.
Meaning? Okay.
Kesho is tomorrow.
Kesho.
Kesho.
Kesho is tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes. If you have any question, just ask me. No problem. Mr. Ping, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for fundisha.
Fundisha is teach.
Teach.
Yes.
Nimefundisha.
Yeah.
Wanafunzi.
Yeah, that's correct. And
Wanafunzi.
yeah, nimefundisha wanafunzi. That's fine. Very perfect. If you have any question, just ask.
There's something. Okay, I finished.
Okay.
Finish?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone can read. We start. Mariam, can you read your sentences?
Mine is
I want to hear it, and I want to write somewhere.
okay.
This is the braille, right? Mm-hmm. Sentence?
First sentence. Tunasoma Kiswahili.
Okay, tunasoma Kiswahili. Safi sana. Very good.
Second is nimekuja kwa MRT.
Safi kabisa. Nimekuja kwa
MRT.
And then third one, alipika ugali.
Alipika ugali. Very good. Safi sana. Alipika ugali. So, all of you, do you understand the meaning of these sentences? Mr. Ping, can you tell me the first sentence, what is the meaning?
First thing, we are studying Kiswahili.
Very good.
Okay.
John, the second one? Nimekuja kwa.
I come by MRT.
Very good. And this one?
They cook.
He or she
cook.
Ugali.
Yeah.
He or she.
Okay, and your sentence?
I have the last one.
You have the last one? Very good.
Is utaenda shuleni kesho.
Very good. Utaenda
Enda.
shuleni
Kesho.
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 Is the question, right?
Yes. Is it?
Utaenda shuleni kesho. Do you
Shuleni.
understand the meaning?
Shuleni is elementary school. Is it?
No, not the elementary school. It's just a school.
Just a school.
Yeah, a location, because ni is for location, right? Shule is a school. When you add the suffix
Okay.
ni, it
It's
means
at.
after you add the suffix ni, so you make the location of the place. And the location of the place is at the school.
So that's a question.
Yes,
So,
utaenda shuleni kesho.
Kesho.
Will you go to school tomorrow? Yeah, because U is for second person singular, right?
You.
Second
Uta.
person singular.
Would you
Yes.
go to school tomorrow?
And A,
Third
you have,
person.
yeah, and me, It's like here. We have here, right?
Okay.
Ni,
Ni, u, a.
a. So this one is first, this one is second, and this one is third. Here. And she make this in sentence. Sawa? Sawa?
Sa,
Sawa,
India.
sawa.
Ndio?
India.
Sawa.
Ndio.
India.
Okay. Now, John, your sentence?
Unaenda kufundisha Swahili.
Okay. First sentence. Is a question or just
It's a
statement?
sentence. A statement.
It's just a statement.
Yeah.
Unaenda kufundisha. Unaenda kufundisha. You said Swahili, right?
Yeah.
But because we are talking about Swahili and we want to make sentence in Swahili, we will add the prefix ki.
Please.
Because ki refer to all languages. As for you Chinese, you will say Zhongwen, right?
Yeah.
So instead of wen for the prefix, in Swahili we use ki for the prefix to refer for all languages. Like you will say Kiswahili, and you will say Kitaiwani, you will say Kichina. Like all language will be ki.
Okay.
So here, if you will say Swahili, it means you just say it in English. But if you want to make it in Swahili, you will put ki. Okay? So unaenda kufundisha Kiswahili.
So every time if I want to mention Swahili in Swahili, I have to
Say
Say
Kiswahili.
Kiswahili.
Yes.
Okay.
If you are talking Swahili and you want to mention Swahili in Swahili, you have to say Kiswahili. But if you are speaking English, of course you will say Swahili. But if I say, oh, ninafundisha Kiswahili, I am teaching Kiswahili. If you say ninafundisha Swahili, people they will not understand because you are missing the prefix. Example, if you will not use when, like Zhongwen, right? If like Ingwen, right? If you will miss the when, you just say in. It's like not complete. Yeah. So we will say Kiswahili. The second?
The second one, nimekula pilau.
Safi sana.
But I want to say as breakfast. As my breakfast. How to say that?
Is breakfast is in Swahili is a little bit complicated.
Oh really?
So this
maybe
is
in the morning.
yes. You want to say asubuhi, or you want to.
Asubuhi. Oh.
The morning is asubuhi. We already learned this, but the word breakfast, I have to. Is a sentence like
Oh, really?
kifungua kinywa.
Oh, really?
So this is another word. Then we will understand slow by slow. Yeah. But if you want to say in the morning, just say asubuhi.
So nimekula pilau asubuhi.
Yes, that's
Okay.
very perfect. Nimekula pilau asubuhi. Nimekula pilau asubuhi. Nimekula pilau asubuhi. And the third one?
Asubuhi is morning.
Asubuhi.
早上.
Asubuhi. 早上. In the morning. You have another sentence?
Asubuhi. Yeah. Nililala siku.
Nili?
I want to say I sleep whole day yesterday.
Oh. You want to say
Nililala.
you slept.
I slept. Yeah.
You slept
Whole day.
whole day.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Who can help to make this sentence before I say? Who?
Lili. Nililala.
Nililala. Let me write this one.
Nililala.
Nililala.
Whole day.
Nililala.
Oh.
I slept. Up to here, I slept. Uh-huh. How about yesterday? How do we say yesterday in Swahili?
Kesho.
Yesterday. Yesterday.
Jana.
Jana. Very good.
Nililala jana.
Anyway, let us write drop it in brackets. Yesterday we say
Jana, Jana.
And how about Leo? What is Leo?
Today.
Today, right? And what is Kesho?
Tomorrow.
Right? So Kesho is tomorrow.
Oh.
Means
Jana.
right?
Yes.
And Leo. 今天 Jana. 昨天
Jana, Jana.
Yeah.
Nililala,
Jana.
Jana.
Uh-huh.
Jana Lininala Siku.
Very good. You have to start with Jana.
Jana.
Here. Yesterday. Because when you say Nililala, the connection is not like very correct. So you will say Jana, yesterday. Jana. Nililala.
Lala,
Nililala.
Nililala.
Nili. Ni is for past, right?
Yeah.
Ni
Nili.
is for who?
Me.
Me, right?
Uh-huh.
Lala
Nili.
is
Sleep.
Lala is sleep. So you know Jana is
Yesterday.
Jana is
Jana.
yesterday, right?
Jana.
And me,
Nili. Me.
me. Li is a tense for past, right?
Yeah.
And Lala is a verb, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sleep, slept. Because Lala is sleep, but because it's Li Lala, it's like
Mhm.
I slept.
Mhm.
Holiday.
Siku.
Yes, very good. Siku. Siku is day, right?
Yes.
And how about
Um,
siku nzima? Nzima. Nzima. Nzima is something whole. Siku nzima, whole day. So,
Nzima.
jana nililala siku nzima. You use nzi because you are talking for
Jana.
something,
Jana.
jana. But if you are,
Sima is what?
Zima.
for this,
整天.
nzima
Oh.
is for whole.
Oh.
Okay.
For here. You will say whole for things like nzima. But sometimes this nzima can give you different meaning. Because something like died and something is like working. If the computer is broken, if the computer is working, not broken, you will say nzima, computer nzima. So it's like, so in this sentence, siku nzima is like for whole day. But also nzima in other contexts can give you different meaning. Yeah. So it depends the context of what you do. So jana nililala siku nzima. Do you have another sentence, John?
Yeah. The last one is Wataenda Kuimba.
Can you read it more? Wataenda?
Wataenda Kuimba.
Very good. Wataenda kuimba. Vizuri sana. Wataenda kuimba. Okay. What is the meaning of this? Wa is for what?
They.
They
Very
will.
good. Wa is plural, right? For
Mhm.
they.
Where?
Ha is for what?
Where?
Where?
Where for future, right?
Mhm.
Enda
Go.
is go, right? Imba,
Sing.
Sing.
kuimba, to sing, right? So wataenda kuimba, they will go to sing. That's very correct. Okay, Dr. Payne, how about your sentence?
The first one is Nina enda kusoma Kiswahili.
Very good. Ninaenda kusoma Kiswahili. This is Dr. P. Sentence 1. Ninaenda
Kusoma
kusoma.
Kiswahili.
Okay, and here, me, I, right?
Mhm.
Na, present, enda,
Go. Go to
Kusoma
study
Kiswahili.
Kiswahili.
Yeah, I am going to study Swahili. Ninaenda kusoma Kiswahili. I'm going to study Swahili. And second sentence,
Nimefundisha wanafunzi.
very good. Nimefundisha wanafunzi.
Nimefundisha
Fundisha
wanafunzi.
wanafunzi.
But I want to emphasize, I have taught students for 20 years. How
Okay.
can I say that?
So for, what usually we use for when we say for?
Na.
or kwa.
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 Yeah. Na is ended. Yeah.
Kwa.
So kwa is always when we say kwa is for. So kwa. Then how about year? Miaka, right? Okay, very good. Miaka.
Miaka.
Miaka is years.
Uh-huh.
And how about 20 in Swahili?
20.
Ishirini.
Ishirini.
Very good.
Oh, kwa. Kwa.
Miaka 20.
Miaka.
So how can we read this sentence?
Ishirini.
Ishirini. Ishirini. So nimefundisha
Fundisha
wanafunzi
wanafunzi
kwa
kwa
miaka
miaka.
20. Very perfect.
Ishirini.
Very good. Nimefundisha wanafunzi
Kwa
miaka
miaka
ishirini.
ishirini.
So what is-
Ishirini.
yeah, ishirini. So how can we translate the sentence?
I think I have.
Yeah, I have taught. I have teach or
Taught.
I've taught.
Taught
I have taught
So
students
students
for
for
20
20 years.
I
Kwa
have
miaka
taught students for
ishirini.
20 years. Nimefundisha wanafunzi kwa miaka 20. Do you have another sentence? Okay.
Mhm. The third one.
The third one.
Nili kula chakula.
Okay. please.
Nili kula
Oh,
chakula.
very good. Nilikula.
Kula
Kula.
chakula.
Chakula. Nilikula chakula. Okay. What is me? Is I, right?
I.
Li
Hey,
is past.
past.
And then kula, what is kula?
Eat.
Very
Eat.
good. Eat. And chakula,
Food.
food. So nilikula chakula. So how can you translate this in English?
I ate
I
I
ate
ate food.
food.
If I want to put a little bit, a lot.
Yes. You can say, you see cha. Cha goes to what?
the singular.
Si-
If we want to talk more about, if we want to describe about chakula, what will go next? You know, Mr. Ping, I have with you in the class, we were discussing about chuo. It's
Chuo.
like cha and it go ki, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Chuo.
here, nilikula chakula ki. Because all you are, if the noun is with cha, and if you want to describe this noun with cha,
Uh-huh.
so you have to use the ki.
Mm-hmm.
So nilikula chakula kingi. Kingi is a lot.
Kingi.
Yeah. Because you use kingi because this is chakula. But always the ngi, this one,
Kingi.
the ngi,
Mm-hmm.
the prefix, it depends
And
for the
cha.
class noun. For the noun class will depend, but here the prefix, you can put any prefix and then ngi. This is for to express like a lot or many. You can express with ngi a lot or many. Example, this is the class noun of cha, right? And we say cha always, if you want to describe more, cha
Cha
goes to ki, right? Example, chakula kingi.
Chakula. Kingi.
So all cha will go to ki. So if you just say watu, what is the meaning of watu? People.
They.
people, right?
Yeah.
Because mtu is a person. But watu in plural because of W, right? So watu because in plural, but here you will say, because you are talking of what, you will put watu wengi, many people. You see, ngi, but the prefix, it depends according to the, you cannot say watu wangi, but you will say watu wengi. That's why you didn't say chakula kangi. You say chakula kingi. So here is watu wengi. You cannot say watu wangi. You will say watu wengi.
Can you say chakula kidogo?
Yes. You say chakula kidogo. You can say chakula kidogo. Nimekula chakula kidogo. I just eat a little bit. Kidogo is a little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit. Okay? You have any sentence? Oh?
Yes, I have one.
Okay.
But I think they do. I always use ni. They use
It's
the
fine.
two.
No problem.
Ah,
I want
ooh.
to see your sentence.
Okay.
That's fine.
The reason is I try to use the sentence maybe in the
Okay,
future.
can you-
Okay, the last one.
Mhm.
Nitabuni. I just learned today. Nitabuni. Muradi wa maj safi na salama. Today I just learned today. Muradi wa maj safi na salama. That's my objectives of learning Swahili.
Very good. Perfect. No correction.
Okay.
Nitabuni.
Buni.
Buni is what?
Create.
Yes.
Create.
Create. Buni is create.
Create.
Yeah.
Buni.
Like Buni is create. So nitabuni mradi wa
Muradi is project.
Yes. Wow. Mradi is project.
Maji, water.
Maj is water.
Water.
Safi,
Safi, clean.
clean. Salama,
Sama, safe.
safe.
Clean and safe.
Yeah.
Safi, 我本来以为 Safi 是 safe，
Nitabuni
Safi
mradi
是
wa maji
clean。
safi na salama. That's very, very perfect sentence.
Safi, clean. Na
Okay.
salama.
This
safe.
was like recap. It's the recap, like try to remember what we have done.
I would create water project.
So we can read the sentences together from the
Okay.
together so that we can just try to make our. Okay. We read on the blackboard.
Okay.
Like number one,
Nina enter.
together.
Together.
Can we read together?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Nina enter.
Kusoma
Kiswahili. Nime
Can
Fudinsha.
we go to the same speed?
Same speed.
Okay. We start number one.
Okay. Nina enter.
Kusoma
Kiswahili.
Yes.
Nime
Nime
Fudinsha wanafunzi kwa miaka 20.
Yes.
Nini kula chakula kingi.
Yes.
Nitabuni mradi wa maji safi na salama.
For Mariam, number one.
Tunasoma Kiswahili.
Yes. The next.
Nimekula kwa
MRT.
Can you repeat that sentence?
nimekuja kwa MRT.
Number tatu.
Alipika ugali.
Number nne.
Utaenda shuleni kesho.
Sentence za John. Namba moja.
Unaenda kufundisha Kiswahili.
Namba mbili.
Nimekula pilau asubuhi.
Namba tatu.
Jana nililala siku nzima.
Unaweza kurudia hiyo sentence? Rudia tafadhali.
Wataenda
Rudia namba tatu.
Jana.
Rudia namba tatu.
tatu.
Rudia.
再一次，
对，
Jana.
rudia namba tatu.
Jana nililala siku nzima.
Namba nne.
Wataenda kuimba. 福音法是唱歌是不是？
对
唱
唱歌。
唱歌，对，福音吧。
，How to say KTV in Swahili?
Karaoke. Do you
Karaoke,
say, do you
yeah.
say karaoke? We just say karaoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
We just say
what
karaoke.
in the Queen Bar karaoke?
We just say karaoke.
Karaoke.
Mhm. Okay. Now we can count before we go to the PPT because I want to see how we can try to. We can count 1 to 20. No need to write, just count. We start from
Moja.
1. Yes, 1, 2, we can start with
Moja,
Moja,
Willy,
Willy,
Tatu,
Tatu,
Unne, Tano,
Sita,
Yeah,
Sita,
Sita,
Sava,
Sawa.
Nane,
Oh.
Tisa, Kumi,
Can we start again from 1?
One more time.
Mhm.
Moja, Willy,
Tatu,
Tatu, Unne, Tano,
Sita,
Siba,
Sita,
Sita,
Mhm.
Saba,
Saba.
Saba,
Mhm.
Nane,
Mhm.
Tisa,
Tisa,
Kumi,
Kumi,
Okay. 11 to 20?
Kumi na moja,
Kumina Moya,
Kumina
Kumina
Willy,
Willy,
Kumina
Kumina Tatu, Tatu,
Kumina
Unne,
Unne,
Kumina Tano,
Tano,
Sita,
Sita,
Kumina
Saba,
Saba,
Kumina Nane,
Kumina
Tisa,
Tisa,
Ishi, Ishiri.
Safi sana.
She's good.
Everyone is good. Everyone's good, not only her. Okay. So, I want to just recap, try to memorize what we have done before.
Mhm.
Yeah, at least like this. But still we go on memorizing so that we can make useful. So we go in our today's see here. And I want you to read it in correct way. Make sure you read in correct way.
Okay.
Okay. So can we just follow me? Because we already make the sentences. Oh, wait.
我用亮的，就 touch the, I think touch your keyboard, or the mouse.
Oh, the mouse.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
but it was okay.
Yeah, it's just shut down automatically.
I think.
Is it working?
Yeah,
Already,
Oh.
honey?
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Okay, so I just wanted to see how we can.
Do you see anything on the screen? On your screen?
Yeah,
It is.
it is just. Yeah, I think he's searching. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here. So we have the tenses. We already make the revision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Na, me,
Me,
li,
li,
ta.
ta.
So if you see the namelita in Swahili, that is the complete tense. Namelita.
Name.
So don't forget
Name.
namelita.
Name.
So na present, me
Me,
perfect,
perfect,
li
li
perfect,
perfect,
ta
ta
future.
Future.
Mhm.
So the only main tense in Swahili is namelita. And you can use whatever you like, in
Okay.
plural, in singular, but the tenses are the same. And we have that these tenses will be attached to the verb. It's a complex. We have it's like a complex verb. In Swahili, something very strange if you don't know, because if you see this one, you cannot understand. You say ninaenda. You think it's normal thing, but this is a complete verb. Complex is a complex verb. When I say complex verb, I mean, you see me is a subject, I, right? And you see na. So you see here, this is a subject. Na is a tense,
Tense.
Mhm.
and this is
Verb.
Verb.
verb. So this is a a little bit different. So we have many, this language always is in complex verb. And we call complex because it includes everything together, as you see. Everything. So all sentences should have this kind of main definition. You see? Every. You see? So that's why in Swahili we have this kind of things. So you need to be sure when you want to talk everything you are talking here, you consider about people that will understand. If you will confuse here, people they will not understand you what you are talking about. Where you can say enda soma. People they can say enda soma. Kuja kula. If you are talking kuja kula, what is kuja kula? You see? So you need to say nimekuja kula, or nitakuja kula, or nilikuja kula. So that's why we have these kind of differences in Swahili with like some dialects of speakers. They will forget about the use of the subject, the tense. They will take only the verbs in sentences, and that in grammatical is not correct. And that's why you can hear some speakers, they will just say pika chakula, like kuja kula. You see, like kuja kula. It's kuja kula. People they will understand, like come eat. But see, it's all like kuja kula. Okay, kuja kula. Also, it's like something hanging. It's like it's not complete because you just take only the verb. You forget some prefix before.
Yeah.
You just take something. People they will understand, but they still cannot get you what you are talking kula. They know it. So what do you mean when you say kula? Are you going to eat, or you will invite us to eat, or you will go to eat? Oh, what do you want to describe these kind of things? That's why this prefix in verb is very important. Like the subject, the tense, and the verb together. This they will describe. When you say tunasoma, up to here, people they will understand, oh, they are reading. But they will need to know what? Tunasoma. Yes, they are reading. Then you can say Swahili. Oh, they are reading Swahili. But when you say Soma Swahili, or Soma, other people they say Soma Swahili. Soma Swahili is really Swahili. So what is going on? Soma Swahili. Or Soma Kiswahili. Soma Kiswahili. It's okay, but they don't understand what do you really mean. So that's why it's very important to follow this kind of things in speaking Swahili. Okay, so we finished about the tenses. Now let us start. Just read after me. So here we have siku, wiki,
Wiki.
miezi,
Miaka.
miaka. This miezi is in plural. What do you think the singular should be?
Mwezi.
Mwezi, right? Mwezi, right? What is missing in this? And what is, how can you write this in singular? Who can write? Just go there to the bracket. 1 month. Like mwezi. Oh, okay, I just tell you the answer. Okay.
Mwezi.
It's mwezi. Miezi is plural, right? For the months is months. Miezi is plural, right? When you are talking about months. When you are talking about miaka, that's why we have nimefundisha wanafunzi kwa miaka 20. Do you see the Dr. King's sentence number 2 on the blackboard?
Miaka.
You see? Can we see the use of miaka? in that sentence number 2?
Oh,
Because number 2 said nimefundisha wanafunzi kwa miaka 20. It means 20 is something not 1 year, it's 20 years. So when you are talking about years, you have to say miaka. So miaka is for years, right? So for 1 year is mwaka.
mwaka.
You cannot say miaka and you are talking about 1 year.
Mwaka.
So more than 1 year is miaka.
Yeah.
And for 1 year is mwaka.
Mwaka. Mwaka.
So we have
Mwaka.
miaka and
Mwaka.
mwaka.
Mwezi.
Can you make the difference?
Mwezi.
Mwaka and miaka.
Oh.
So mwaka
Mwezi.
is a year.
A year.
Miaka is years. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. In this part, clear?
Mwezi.
So we have siku,
Siku.
wiki,
Wiki.
miezi,
Miezi.
miaka.
Miaka.
Okay.
So when
Yeah?
oh,
Okay. Do you have question here?
when
John?
to use miaka? When to use
Mwaka. Okay. Now let us go. Let us read this table. Maybe you can get an idea. So this number 1 is siku moja.
Siku moja.
This means what?
1 day.
1 day. Very good. Wiki moja.
Wiki moja. Moja.
Huh?
Wiki moja.
What is the meaning of this wiki moja?
1 week.
1 week?
Yes, 1 week. Very good. Mwezi
Mwezi.
moja.
Moja.
So John, do
Mwezi
you
moja.
Oh, I
you
see.
you see the how to use
Mwezi
this?
moja.
Mwezi moja.
Moja.
Mwezi moja is 1 month,
Mwezi
right?
moja.
Mwezi moja.
Mwezi moja.
Yeah, 1 month. Mwaka mmoja. So do you see can you see how the arguments between the noun and the number? Because the arguments
Moja.
between the noun and the number, because mwezi is a noun, is a month, right? But the number, you cannot say moja, because moja is 1, but you have to add because you want to describe something. Because it's mwezi, you will take the M.
Moja.
You will take the M.
Mwaka moja.
We will take the M here and just make the prefix for moja and be moja.
Moja.
But because wiki doesn't have any prefix, we take moja as moja. There is no prefix. So this prefix, it depends. For the noun class, if there is prefix, and then you will say like mwezi moja, mwanafunzi moja, right? Mwanafunzi moja, mwezi moja,
Mwezi moja.
mwaka moja,
Moja.
mwaka mmoja. So when you are talking for something 1, 1, 1, you need to consider about the noun class so that we can attach the prefix to the base of the noun according to the class. Okay, or the adjective or something like that. So we have like siku mbili.
Siku mbili.
What's the meaning of siku mbili?
2 days.
Today.
2 days, right?
Mhm.
Siku mbili.
Siku mbili.
And we have wiki mbili.
Mbili. Wiki mbili.
What is the meaning of wiki mbili?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, right? Very good. And miezi.
Miezi. Miwili.
You see,
Mi-
for mwezi, for 1 month, you said mwezi moja. And now you are talking about 2
Two.
months. So you will say miezi miwili. You cannot say miezi mbili. No. That is not. Miezi mbili. No. You cannot say miezi mbili. You will say miezi miwili.
Miwili.
As we,
Miwili.
yeah. Do you remember our last class about miwili, mitatu, minne, mitano, our last phrase class? So I just want to recap how to use the miwili and yeah. miezi miwili. And here we have miaka
Miaka
miwili.
miwili.
For 2 years, we say miaka miwili. Of course. And we have siku tatu,
Siku
Siku tatu.
wiki tatu.
Wiki tatu.
So wiki tatu is 3 weeks,
Wiki tatu.
right? Miezi mitatu,
Miezi mitatu.
miaka mitatu.
Miaka mitatu.
You see now? Okay, we go on. Siku nne,
Siku nne.
4 days, right? Wiki nne,
Wiki nne.
this is 1 month. It's like 4 weeks.
Oh yeah.
It's 4 weeks. But we just, if you don't like to say 1 month, you just say 4 weeks.
Okay.
So you will say wiki nne. If you don't like to say 1 month, because 4 weeks is equal to 1 month, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And miezi minne,
Miezi minne.
miaka minne.
Miaka minne.
You see? So miaka minne is 4 years. Miezi minne is 4 months. Wiki nne, siku nne. So we have siku tano,
Siku tano.
wiki tano,
Wiki tano.
miezi mitano.
No.
Sorry, yeah, it's mitano. This is N. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Miezi mitano,
Miezi mitano.
miaka mitano.
Miaka mitano.
Okay. Do you have any question here?
Yes.
You are welcome.
Yes. How do you pronounce the moja? Moja.
Yes.
Moja. Pronunciation.
Oh, the pronunciation.
Moja.
Yes, you did it.
It's just to emphasize the
Yeah. Because in
Mm.
Swahili, the stress follow in
Mm.
penultimate. The first syllable, like here, we call this is like 1 syllable,
Mhm.
and we have like 2 syllables. Moja.
Moja.
Yeah. So here it's like moja. So we have 1, 2, 3. Here we count as 3 syllable, 1 syllable. It's a little bit strange. Like in Swahili, consonant is consonant. Sometimes can stand as the
Mhm.
syllable. Like when you say mtu, moja, mtu moja. So it will be nasalized and the stress will fall like that. Mwezi moja. Mwezi moja and wiki moja. You see? Siku moja.
Oh yeah.
You just say siku moja. 1 day. Wiki moja. Mwezi moja. It's a nasal sound. You have to say moja.
Moja.
Yeah, you have to nasalize the M, and it's a little bit of syllabic. It's a little bit of syllabic. It's like syllabic. It's syllabic. It's like
Moja.
it consonant is like a syllabification like moja.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the second question
Yes.
is siku
Mbili.
mbili.
Yes.
There's an M over here.
Yeah, but we cannot say siku mbili. No. Siku mbili because it's like moja, mbili, tatu.
Yes.
Yeah. So
But that's two.
yeah, only 2.
Two.
Mhm.
Mbili.
Siku mbili.
Mbili.
Yeah, not mbili.
But there's an M over here that
Yes.
you don't pronounce, don't stress.
This here, yes, here we don't stress because this one, 1, 2, 3, we count as 1 syllable.
Oh, okay. Mbili.
Yes.
Mbili.
Consonant in this is different from here. Here we say N, P, like in ba, be, bi, bo, bu, as we learned before, right? Ba, mbe, mbi, mbo, mbu, mbili. Ba, mbe, mbi, mbili.
So when we emphasize the M,
Yes.
you got to stress. That's a moja.
Yes, mtu mmoja.
Mbili.
Yeah, mbili.
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 We just say mbili.
Mbili.
We will not say
That's
mbili.
the mbili.
Because if you say it means if you want to say
That's
here, let me write here. If you will say here, if you will stop here, if you will make like something here, right? And it will be
Ready?
Billy.
Billy.
Billy. It will be Billy, right? And we don't have Billy. We have Billy.
Billy.
But if you make stress here, then
Moya.
Moja. So, but here, if you say, it means when you make a pause and stress, it means that this is already syllable. And the next, you cannot say again in Billy. You will say Billy. And we don't have Billy. Right? We have Billy in counting. So here you will say and here moja is okay. Mtu moja. Okay? Yeah. Any question? Here? Umeelewa?
Nimeelewa.
I ask in plural. So if I ask
Oh,
you,
okay.
you have
To-
to answer in plural.
Tumeelewa.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Umeelewa. Okay. So we have siku moja, siku mbili, siku tatu. So can you ask someone question like example before asking? Let me write some things here so that you can ask this question, because sometimes we have to answer many questions using the days, weeks, for how long you stayed in Taiwan, for how long you will stay in Kenya, for how long you will stay in Tanzania, for how long you have been studying here, for how long you have been in Delhi. You can make this sentence in kind of in Swahili. So the answers are here, and you can go answer more if you want. But for miaka, example, why I stop in 5? Like miaka mitano. I just stop in 5 because if someone knows, can you remember? If I on example 6 years, who can tell me about 6 years? Because here we have
Miaka sita.
very good. Miaka sita.
No,
Why we didn't say miaka misita? Why we didn't say that? Miwili, mitatu, minne, mitano. Why not misita? Wesema? Wesema?
5 is a kind of the region.
So I just wanted to remind you, when we describe the nouns and the numbers, the prefix only ends in 5. When we go to 6, we will not prefix. We will just say miaka sita. We will not say miaka misita, or miaka misaba, or miaka minane. No.
I know the reason.
Wait a minute.
5 finger.
Yes! Okay, good. Vitole vitano. Hey, you remember? You remember the cartoon? Moja, mbili, mitatu. Okay. So here is miaka sita, miaka saba, miaka minane. So you can, whatever, you can mention whatever. And the same here. Miezi sita. You cannot say miezi misita, miezi misaba, miezi minane.
Ah, we still say
Ukweli.
miezi.
Yeah, you will say this in
Miezi.
plural, but the number, you will just make it in sita, no prefix in number. The prefix in plural, the prefix ends in 5.
5.
This prefix ends in 5. When you go to 6, no prefix.
Okay.
Even here, the prefix ends in 5. As we have number 1, moja, mbili, tatu, nne, tano, sita, saba, nane, tisa, kumi. So moja mpaka tano prefix. sita, and so on. Sita na kuendelea, no prefix. Okay. So there are many words we can use to make these things in conversation, and we make it in daily use, right? Example, someone can ask you, for how long have you been studying Swahili? The answers are here, right? For how long have you been studying Swahili? And someone can make this question in Swahili.
Umesoma Swahili?
Kiswahili.
Kiswahili? Umesoma
Kiswahili.
Kiswahili?
Very good.
That's a question.
Yeah, then you have to finish. Umesoma Kiswahili, then?
Umesoma Kiswahili?
For how long?
For how long?
How can you make the how for how long? Okay, so for how long we have this kind of muda. Muda. This muda talks about time. I think we read this before. I just recap. It's a kind of recap.
他就跑掉了。
Is a kind of just remind. Muda is time, talking about time. And this time, it depends. There is accurate time if you want to know, Chidi, what is the time of this time? You will not use muda. You will use what? Sangapi.
Sangapi.
Sangapi. Sangapi. When you say sangapi,
Sangapi.
it means Chidi. Huh? Sangapi. What time? It's sangapi in Swahili. So it depends. If like it's saa sita, you will say saa sita. Saa sita means like saa sita. I don't like to talk more about time because it will take more time to learn about how to make this.
Sangapi.
Sangapi. But in muda, we have muda and a car. And this car have two things. This is muda, maybe yes for time. A car, maybe seat. But also car is stay. It depends about the context, what you're talking about. So we have car stay, right? We have car stay, and we have car sit. Car sit, and we have car stay. And then you have used, you can. And also we have another. We have ish. We have ishi. I think we already discussed about this before. Ish is what? Just live, right? Ish is live or stay. Ninaishi Taiwan. Ish is like live. How can I say live? I don't know how to say it.
L-I-V-E. Live.
L-I-V-E, yeah.
Live.
Live. And also sometimes it's like stay. Yeah. So ish is like live. And this is time. And if people, they want to know how long they usually use muda. For how long? Usually use muda. And sometimes they can ask in this way, car is stay, but not car is sit. Because the car, when you sit in the chair, right? You take this chair, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I do like this, it's a car. And simama, right? Stand. So car is just, when you say sit, it's just a verb in a very short time. But when you say, or in other contexts, when you say car, it depends the context. It's like stay. And this stay maybe is for long, right? Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? For how long have you stayed in Taiwan? Someone can ask you like this, umekaa. Because me is perfect, right? So u is for second person in singular. So you can say umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? For how long have you stayed in Taiwan? Umekaa Taiwan. For kwa is always when we are talking about for, we say kwa. Umekaa kwa muda gani? Gani.
Gan is when? How long?
Yeah. But sometimes gan is like which. But in this context, it's like kwa muda gani. Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan?
Umekaa kwa muda gani?
Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? No, umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? But in Swahili we will write Taiwan. It's okay Taiwan. Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? Someone can ask me, Grace, umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? As you know, muda is time, right? Ka is stay, as I told you. Kwa is like for. Gan is like how long in this statement. But in other contexts, gan can be used as which or who. It depends. So who can try to answer using this? And someone asking you, umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? Yes.
Nimekaa kwa.
Yes, very good.
Nimekaa kwa miaka 20. Miaka 20 Taiwan.
Very good. Nimekaa kwa miaka 20 Taiwan.
It means
I have stayed for 20 years in Taiwan. Nimekaa kwa miaka 20. Nimekaa kwa miaka. But others they cannot say full sentence. Others they can say just miaka 20. Because they know. You ask me for how long? Umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? Oh, miaka 20. That's fine. Miaka 20, 20 years. It's fine. And someone, because we are just practicing, so you can say nimekaa kwa miaka 20 Taiwan. It's okay. But someone, because everything is in your sentence and they know what you are answering for, so just say miaka 20.
Just answer
the question very short. Miaka 20. Let's finish. Yeah. Oh, miaka miwili. Oh, siku tatu. Nimekaa siku tatu. Oh, nimekaa miezi. Example for me, nimekaa mwaka mmoja. Mwaka mmoja. So in this case, you can answer you can ask anybody, a foreigner in Thailand, anywhere. But this foreigner maybe knows in Swahili. You can ask, oh, umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? You see someone, oh, I am from Kenya, or I am from Tanzania, or you know this person knows Swahili. Then you ask, oh, umekaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? Then he will reply you, nimekaa mwaka mmoja sasa. I have stayed here for 1 year by now. Sasa is now, right? Oh, can say, miezi sita sasa. Wiki mbili sasa. Oh, siku tatu tu. Only 3 days. It means like someone just arrived. Siku tatu. So you need to know these answers. Someone can answer you in these ways, even more, like miaka sita, miaka 10, miaka mitatu, miaka minne. So this is for car. How about you start? How about start? Like, for how long have you? For how long you will start? For how long you will start here? As Johnny asked me before. Can you make that question you asked me this way? Because you say, oh, this.
Oh.
But you can just make for how long you will start in Taiwan. Okay, we go ahead. We go one by one. We go slow by slow. Don't worry. Don't rush. For
Uta
for future, right?
Utaka.
Utaka. But we are talking about soma study.
Yeah, Utasoma.
Very good.
Utasoma Kwam Dagani Taiwan.
Very nice question. So you can ask anybody. Yeah, utasoma kwa muda gani Taiwan? Miaka mitatu. 3 years. I can say yes. Oh, miaka mitatu. Utasoma kwa muda gani Taiwan? Utasoma. This, yeah, utasoma kwa muda gani. So muda, always muda is for how long you will do this research. Oh, someone.
Utasoma. You don't have to say kwa.
You can say utasoma kwa muda gani. Utasoma muda gani. It's okay.
Utasoma kwa.
Utasoma kwa muda gani?
Muda gani?
Taiwan. Utakaa kwa muda gani Taiwan? For how long you will live? Utasoma kwa muda gani? Utakaa kwa muda gani? So the car can be used like someone wants to know you are staying. But if want to ask you about a particular activity, they can direct mention the verb of that particular activity. So my particular activity is studying. So someone can come to ask me direct for my particular activity, like, oh, Grace, because knows that I'm studying. So we say, Grace, utasoma kwa muda gani Taiwan? I say, oh, nitasoma kwa miaka miwili. Nitasoma kwa miaka mitatu. Or I can just answer miaka mitatu. In short, is K, right? Miaka mitatu. So I want to ask you, for umesoma kwa muda gani?
Nimesoma kwa miaka miaka 15.
Yes. Nimesoma miaka 15. Yeah, 15. Who knows what is 15? What is 15?
13.
15. 15. Tano is 5, right? Kumi is 10. So 15. 15. So she studied for 15.
Because from first grade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from first grade. So I think now we need break.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a break time. So we can take Shoshisha. 10 minutes. Then we will go on practicing how to make this.
Umesoma kwa muda gani Taiwan?
Okay, break time.
Siku tatu. 休息暂停。